Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be decorating my home for Christmas, so putting up the tree and decorating a couple of other spots around the house. So if you guys are interested, just keep on watching. Also remember, if you aren't subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and let's go ahead and get started. As you guys can see here, I took out all of my decorations and laid them out on the table just so I can see everything that I had and what I was working with. In this tab over here, that's where I have all my ornaments for my tree, so all those will be going up a little bit later. Let me show you guys the tree that I am using. This tree I bought last year at Walmart, and it is a 7.5 foot tree, and as you guys can tell, it's $189. I will be giving you guys a closer look of the tree a little bit later in the video. But before we get started, I wanted to show you guys how excited we are for Christmas, including our dogs. I had purchased these shirts for them, and even though they hate me for it, I thought they looked so adorable. My smaller dog, Ivy, you can tell she's already done with me at this point, but I thought they looked super cute, and I just wanted to share. So in my home, there's really only one spot where my tree can actually go, and it's this spot over here, so that's where our tree is gonna be. I start by just fluffing up the tree and making sure that our lights work since the tree is pre-lit. But don't be like me and make sure you know in what order your pieces go, because apparently I put the middle piece first, so I had to unscrew that and start all over. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the tree up close. And the reason why I loved this tree so much was the different types of stems that it came with. It comes with 3 different ones. So it comes with like the regular stem that most trees come with. But then it comes also with this like more realistic pine tree stem, and this one's really pretty. And then it comes with these like white frosted stems as well, and it comes with like pine cones and the cherries. So honestly, I fell in love with this tree when I saw it, just because of how much it had and how different textures it has as well. So like I said, this is a 7.5 foot tree. I did get this tree from Walmart, and as you guys can see, it's pre-lit, so I really liked it. So I'm going to see if they still have it. Like I said, I got this tree last year at Walmart, so I'm not sure if they're carrying it again this year. But if they do, I'm going to look it up and I will link it for you guys. And for ribbon, I am using this buffalo check pattern and some burlap. I was trying to figure out how I wanted the ribbon to wrap around my tree. But what I ended up doing is just cutting a whole bunch of strips and then just randomly tucking those in all throughout the tree. I do have to say, this is probably my favorite method on doing ribbon on a Christmas tree. And this is just a closer look on the tree with the ribbon all done. I did end up adding just a little bit more burlap, but this is how it looks so far. And this is little Ivy approving on that ribbon. When putting the ornaments on my tree, I always like to start with my big items first, so that is my giant spheres and also the picks. For some reason, I completely spaced out about the picks and pretty much put those towards the end, but I usually like to put those at the beginning. After I'm done putting my bigger items on the tree, then I like to go in with more of my unique pieces. I really like these to stand out, so I make sure I get good spots for those. After I'm done with that, then I go in and fill any empty spots that are still left on the tree with just smaller basic spheres. I actually don't like to put any real gifts underneath the tree until Christmas Eve, just because my dogs do get curious and accidents happen. So I just go ahead and wrap a couple of empty boxes and just make the tree look pretty with a couple of fake gifts until Christmas Eve. Going to be working on my TV stand. Here I just decided to put this white Christmas tree sign and add some of this gold garland that I already had from last year. I also added some pine cones and some berries. I tried to do a little bit more and add more decor, but you guys will see I ended up not liking it and just leaving it pretty simple with the sign, the garland, the berries, and the pine cones. Last year I got these stocking hangers after the holidays, and once I put them on my TV stand I really wasn't feeling them, so I ended up removing them. And what I did instead is I grabbed these clips, and these clips I used them last year for my stockings, and I just like more of the cleaner look. I believe these clips are meant to hold Christmas lights, but this is what I use them for instead. Then you'll see me put my stockings. I actually got these from the dollar store. They had like a plaid snowflake on them, but I just removed that and added the fluffy material at the top. I also like to put a letter for each of our names, and I got these faux wood letters at Walmart. I also like to decorate the ledge behind my couch, so here I'm just grabbing this garland that I bought also after the holidays last year. I like to do a lot of shopping after the holidays just because everything's so much cheaper. Here I'm just grabbing some string lights and wrapping those around the garland. And then with those same clips that I used for my stockings, I like to put some on the ledge just to secure the garland in place so it doesn't fall off. Now I'm going in with some fake snow and then lightly spraying these cinnamon scented pine cones. I love these pine cones so much, they just make the house smell so good. So I add some of those to the garland as well as some berries. For pillows, I just pretty much kept what I already had on the couch. I just added those 2 smaller pillows that say Christmas trees on them. What I'm gonna end up doing is just purchasing some buffalo check pillow covers just so it could tie in a lot better with the tree. Now moving on to my living room window. Here it has a little ledge and I like to put a garland in there. This one is just a pre-lit garland that I already had and I just keep it pretty simple there. Here is actually the next day. This took me 2 days to do because, you know, work. So here I decided to add some reindeer that I got from the dollar store and just kind of make them look like they are flying through the window. I don't have a lot of counter space in my bathroom. I tried to add this small Christmas tree there, but I ended up just replacing it with these white Christmas trees that I got from the dollar store, and I added some of those cinnamon pine cones. I also added a calendar that I already had, and this is pretty much all I did to the bathroom. And in my bedroom, I didn't do too much either. I just have these 2 tiny bedside tables, and I just went ahead and added a silver pine tree and a candle holder. Inside those candle holders, I just added some of those tiny pine cones I got from the dollar store, and then I also added a battery operated tea light. And that was pretty much everything that I did to my room.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much.
And in my kitchen, I started in this corner over here. I went ahead and added this circle wood block that I already had. Also, that frame I already had from a couple of years ago. It does light up. It has like a family of reindeer. I just added these 2 tiny pine trees that I got from the dollar store. I also added some tiny pine cones, and later in the video you'll actually see that I added some of these like miniature logs that I also got from the dollar store. And for my oven towels, I actually got these from the dollar store as well. As you guys can probably tell, I love the dollar store. I'm pretty much there at least once a week, so I got those there as well. These ones here, they just say Dashing Through the Snow, and they just have a cute little red truck on them.
So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
And for my table, I decided to try out a table runner this year. That table runner I actually got from the Target dollar spot, and it just says Merry Christmas. I ended up adding some of these pine cones and also those tea light holders in the shape of reindeer. I got those from the dollar store last year, and they were actually gold, but I went ahead and painted them white. Then here I couldn't decide if I liked that geometric piece in the middle or not. I kept taking it off and putting it back on. I just ended up leaving it there because I liked how it looked at the end.
Is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill.
So for this section in my kitchen, I didn't really know what to do. I tried to fill in the tray with just random pieces, but I didn't really end up liking it. It just felt too cluttered, so I ended up removing it, and I tried to make it a little bit more simple with a snow globe, but I just ended up replacing that with a lantern, and then just that gold tree, some berries, and a pine cone.
And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend.
Here I'm just decorating the wreath that's gonna go out in my front door. This wreath was given to me by a friend that didn't need it anymore, so it already came with the burlap and the pine cones, but I decided to add a little bit of that buffalo check ribbon and just tuck that in all the way around. I actually ended up adding a welcome sign to the wreath. I'm not really liking it, but I'm gonna leave it there for now until I can find a better sign to put on. And this is how the wreath turned out. Like I said, I'm keeping my eye out for a different sign to put in the middle of the wreath, but this is how it looks for now. And to finish, I'm just going to go ahead and put my lanterns that I got from Walmart out in my front porch. And that completes my decorating for the most part. Now let me give you guys a closer look at how everything turned out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys on the next one.